Laugh and learn. Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Tales for Talking. Today, I'm excited to introduce my friend Bob, who's going to share some hilarious jokes with us. But this isn't just about laughing. We're going to break down these jokes to help you improve your English listening and speaking skills. Bob uses very casual, authentic English, so get ready to learn some fun language expressions.
Hey there, language learners. I'm Bob, and I'm here to make you laugh while helping you improve your English. Let's start with a classic. Okay, here's the first joke. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
Let me help our intermediate English learners understand this joke. The humor here comes from a play on words. The phrase makeup has two meanings. In science, atoms literally compose or make up everything in the physical world. But makeup also means to invent or to lie. So the joke suggests that atoms are untrustworthy because they're always inventing things. Key language points. Make up, phrasal verb, to invent, to create a story. Make up, another meaning, to compose, to form. Trust as a verb, to believe something or someone is reliable.
Want another one? Here we go. What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear.
This joke plays with the word gummy. In English, gummy can mean two things. First, it describes something soft and chewy like a gummy bear candy. Second, it describes someone without teeth who can't bite like an older person, or in this case, a toothless bear. Key language learning points. Wordplay and puns. Double meanings of words. Humor through unexpected connections.
Here's another knee slapper for you. Why did the scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
Let me break this down for our students. The joke works because outstanding in his field has a double meaning. Literally, a scarecrow stands in a field of crops. But outstanding also means exceptional or excellent. So the joke plays with this language twist. The scarecrow is literally standing out in a field, but also metaphorically being praised as an amazing person. Key language points. Idiom. Outstanding, exceptional, excellent. Prepositional phrase, in his field. Wordplay and puns in English humor.
All right, how about this one? I told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised.
This joke is fantastic for understanding visual humor and idioms. When Bob says his wife's eyebrows are drawn too high, he means she's drawing them in an exaggerated position. The humor comes from the fact that when someone looks surprised, their eyebrows naturally go up. So by drawing her eyebrows high, she literally looks constantly surprised. Language learning opportunities. Body language vocabulary. Facial expressions. Understanding subtle humor. Verb tense, simple past, told, looked.
Want to hear about my math teacher? He was really good at adding drama to his lessons.
Another wonderful play on words. Adding drama typically means making something more exciting or emotional. But in math, adding is a mathematical operation. So the joke combines these two meanings. The teacher both mathematically adds and creates emotional excitement in class. Linguistic highlights. Phrasal. Verb, adding with multiple meanings. Verb-noun combinations. Contextual humor.
Why don't eggs tell jokes? They'd crack each other up.
This is a brilliant example of a pun. Crack up means to laugh hysterically. But for eggs, crack literally means to break their shell. So the joke plays with the dual meaning of crack, breaking physically, and breaking into laughter. Language learning. Focus. Multiple meanings of words. Idiomatic expressions. Humor through linguistic creativity.
Here's another classic. Why did the math book look so sad? Because it had too many problems.
Great joke. In English, problems has two meanings. In math, problems are mathematical challenges or exercises. But in everyday language, having problems means experiencing difficulties or feeling upset. So the math book is humorously personified as feeling sad because of its many mathematical challenges. Language learning points. Multiple word meanings. Personification and humor. Vocabulary. Problem in different contexts.
Check this out. I'm friends with a guy who is a baker. He's really good at making a lot of dough.
Another fantastic wordplay. Dough has two meanings. In baking, it's the mixture used to make bread. But in casual English, dough is slang for money. So the joke suggests the baker is not just good at making bread, but also at earning money. Linguistic highlights. Slang terminology. Double meaning of words. Idiomatic expressions.
Why did the bicycle fall over? Because it was too tired.
This is a classic pun. Too tired sounds exactly like too tired. A bicycle has two tires, but the joke plays on the pronunciation to suggest the bicycle is exhausted and falls down from being too tired. Language learning, opportunities, homophones, words that sound the same. Pronunciation humor, creative language use.
I heard about a claustrophobic astronaut. He just needed a little space.
Brilliant joke. Space has two meanings here. For an astronaut, space is the physical environment of the universe. But needing space is an idiom, meaning wanting some emotional distance or time alone. The joke combines these meanings humorously. Linguistic focus. Idiomatic expressions. Multiple word meanings. Context-based humor.
Why don't scientists trust stairs? Because they're always up to something.
Another wonderful play on words. Up to something usually means someone is secretly planning mischief. But stairs are physically up, they go upward. The joke personifies stairs as being suspicious or sneaky. Language learning elements. Phrasal verbs. Figurative language. Humor through unexpected connections.
Did you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut who got a job at a mirror factory? He just needed a little reflection.
Fantastic multi-layered joke. Reflection means two things. In a mirror factory, it's about how mirrors reflect images. But emotionally, reflection means thinking deeply about something. The joke suggests the astronaut needs both physical and emotional space. Linguistic highlights, metaphorical language, multiple word meanings, complex humor structures.
Why did the coffee file a police report? Because it got mugged.
Another brilliant pun. Mugged typically means being robbed, but here it also refers to a coffee mug. The joke plays with the double meaning, imagining a coffee filing a complaint about being put in a mug. Language learning points, homophones, verb with multiple meanings, wordplay techniques.
I told my computer I needed a break. Now it won't stop sending me Kit Kat advertisements.
This joke plays with the dual meaning of break. In computer language, a break is a pause or interruption. But a Kit Kat break is a popular phrase for taking a rest while eating a chocolate bar. The humor comes from the computer misunderstanding the request. Linguistic highlights, idiomatic expressions, technology vocabulary, literal versus figurative language.
Why did the Scarecrow become a successful motivational speaker? He was great at getting to the root of things.
Wonderful wordplay. Root of things usually means understanding the fundamental cause of a problem, but a scarecrow is literally planted in the ground with roots. The joke combines these meanings humorously. Language learning, opportunities, metaphorical expressions, figurative language, humor through unexpected connections.
What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta.
This is a classic pun. Impasta sounds exactly like imposter, someone who pretends to be someone else. The joke suggests a fake noodle is like a fake person, playing with pronunciation and spelling. Linguistic focus, wordplay, pronunciation humor, sound-alike words.
I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down.
Another fantastic joke with multiple layers. Impossible to put down usually means a book is so interesting you can't stop reading. But with an anti-gravity book, it literally cannot be put down because of the physics concept. Language learning, elements, idiomatic expressions, scientific vocabulary, humor through context.
Why did the math teacher break up with the history teacher? There was no chemistry between them.
Brilliant joke. Chemistry has two meanings. In relationships, it means a connection or understanding. In science, it's a specific subject. The joke plays with these different interpretations of the word. Linguistic highlights, multiple word meanings, academic subject vocabulary, relationship idioms.
Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants? In case he got a hole in one.
Wonderful joke. In golf, hole-in-one means scoring perfectly on a hole. But the joke plays with the literal meaning of having an actual hole in pants. It's a classic example of double meaning humor. Language learning points. Sports terminology. Idioms with multiple interpretations. Wordplay techniques.
I'm reading a book about glue. I just can't seem to put it down.
Another brilliant pun. Can't put it down usually means a book is so interesting you keep reading. But with a book about glue, it literally means the book is stuck to your hands because of the glue. Linguistic highlights, idiomatic expressions, literal versus figurative language, humor through unexpected connections.
Why did the smartphone go to therapy? It had too many attachment issues.
Great joke. Attachment issues normally describe psychological problems in relationships. But for a smartphone, attachment also means connecting files or accessories. The humor comes from this clever wordplay. Language learning, opportunities, psychological terminology, technology vocabulary, metaphorical language.
What do you call a bear with no ears? Ba.
This joke works through phonetic play. When you remove ear from bear, you're left with B. It's a simple but clever way of showing how sounds and words can be manipulated in English. Linguistic focus, phonetic humor, word deconstruction, sound-based jokes.
I told my wife I was going to make a bike out of spaghetti. You should have seen her face when I wrote pasta.
Another fantastic pun. Road pasta sounds exactly like roadster, a type of sports car. The joke combines the impossibility of a pasta bike with a clever sound-alike phrase. Language learning elements, pronunciation humor, wordplay, creative language use.
Why did the cookie go to the doctor? Because it was feeling crumbly.
Delightful joke. Crumbly typically describes a food texture, but here it's used like crummy, meaning feeling bad or unwell. The personification of the cookie makes the joke even funnier. Linguistic highlights, food-related vocabulary, personification in humor, multiple word meanings.
I'm friends with 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why.
Brilliant wordplay. Why sounds like the question word why. So the joke suggests the speaker is friends with all alphabet letters except Y, which is actually a phonetic pun. Language learning opportunities, alphabet knowledge, phonetic humor, question words.
Why did the invisible man turn down the job offer? He couldn't see himself doing it.
Fantastic joke. See myself is an idiom, meaning to imagine yourself doing something. But for an invisible man, it's also literally about not seeing his own reflection. The humor comes from this clever double meaning. Language learning points, idiomatic expressions, metaphorical language, humor through literal interpretation. Another incredible journey through the playful world of English. Bob has demonstrated how humor can be an extraordinary tool for language learning. By understanding puns, multiple meanings, and creative language use, you're not just learning words, you're discovering the soul of English communication.
Laughter is the secret weapon of language learners.
Well, my language learning friends, what an incredible journey of laughter and learning we've had today. Bob has taken us through a wonderful world of English humor, showing you that language learning doesn't have to be serious. It can be fun, creative, and absolutely hilarious. I want to challenge each of you listening right now. Choose 2, 3 jokes from today's episode and practice them. Practice their pronunciation, understand their wordplay, and most importantly, try telling them to your friends or language exchange partners. This is how you'll truly internalize the language. Remember, comedy is one of the most powerful tools for language learning. When you understand a joke, you're not just learning words. You're understanding cultural nuances, mastering pronunciation, and developing your listening skills. Quick tips for practice. Record yourself telling these jokes. Practice the timing and pronunciation. Explain the jokes to someone else. Try to create your own puns and wordplay. And hey, if you've enjoyed our episode today, please do 3 things for us. 1. Subscribe to Tales for Talking. 2. Share this episode with your friends who are learning English. 3. Leave a comment with your favorite joke from today's show.
And remember, keep laughing.
Exactly. Keep laughing, keep learning, and we'll see you in our next episode. This is Jessica and Bob from Tales for Talking, where humor meets language learning.